Okay, so a little lockdown project. We are building, well, we're not sure if it's a chickshaw or a chuck wagon or whatever it's going to be, but it's for the chickens, and it's sort of a wheelbarrow type thing. We've got two sets of wheels on because we thought, why not? Took those off of lamb creeps, and this is a fence panel that we've made it on. It doesn't really add any structural to it, but it's just to stop foxes and stuff getting in the bottom.
Wait, Jack, lean it, yeah. What?
Okay, how manoeuvrable is it?
Easy, spin.
And does it feel heavy?
Not at all. No, it's light as anything.
Alright, push it back this way then. Awesome, and you can spin it right round. Oh, look at that. What are we calling it?
Cluck Wagon.
What are we calling it, Jack?
I don't know. Chicken thing. The chick wagon.
So, some progress on the chuck wagon. Nest boxes have been installed. Obviously the side panels aren't on yet, but you can see pretty much how it's going to work. The boys have done most of this themselves, and really good job they've done. They've put some flaps on the front, which I think is going to be a good idea. They're going to try and make it look a bit darker in the nest boxes, and hopefully stop the chickens from roosting on there. And we've got lots to do, obviously, but this is what we've done so far. At the moment, this is the stage, and the nest boxes, boys are going to pull them out to see how it works. Look at that. And they sit there as well, so you better have 2 hands free to pick the eggs up. So what's the plan next, boys? What's the next job?
The door.
The door. Door's the next job, is it? Cool. So that's all fox proof, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won't fall out when we're moving it. Brilliant. That is a good design. I'm really pleased with that. Well done. Thumbs up, boys. Yeah. So progress on the chickmobile, chuck wagon, cluck wagon, whatever it is we're calling it, is coming on. Just the plastic really, and the water system to sort out. I think there's maybe one more perch to put in there. That's the nest box area. On the back it's going to be feed storage above the nest boxes, and then there's going to be some sort of water system using a 4-inch pipe and a gutter to go on this side. But it seems to be working pretty good, and it's balanced really well. Hardly any weight at all when you lift the front. But I can lift it with one finger. So here it is, the finished cluck wagon. We've had to bring it in the shed because we're still under bird flu quarantine, so we're going to put the chickens in a minute. It's just been outside actually, so it's got a bit of rain on it. This is what it looks like. This is the back end, feed storage, obviously the nest boxes, and then the water system is on this side. So the gutter runs it down into the pipe, and then there's nipples on the bottom of the pipe. And I'm not sure if they might be a little bit high, but we can modify that a little bit if we need to. And then inside, we've blocked up the nest boxes because they're not going to lay for a couple of weeks or so. Okay, bird flu restrictions are over. Chickens can come out. So our wheels came off of lamb creeps, and this one's actually got angle iron on the axle, and it's nice and firm. The one on the other side hasn't got angle iron, it's just a straight axle and it's bent. So hope it hasn't messed that wheel up just coming across the field, but what we're going to need to do is jack it up, take them off and reinforce that and see if it's going to be okay. So here's the chickens out on pasture in the Cluck Wagon. They've been in it for at least a month now. They've been laying for a couple of weeks and it's working really well. We've had a little issue with the one set of wheels that we did at the start. We managed to fix them up and they're working, but they could do with probably being modified, whereas the wheels this side are great, they're working fine. Got a electric net around the outside, which the boys are moving every couple of days, give them fresh pasture, and they're moving the wagon every day. And the water system is actually working really well, and we get plenty of rain here, although it has been dry through April. We've had the carry water, but had a bit of rain the last few days and the water system is full, and the nipples seem to be just about the right height for the chickens to drink. We've put a little salt filter there and filled that with charcoal so that it will filter out anything that gets through it. And the chickens are loving it. There's plenty of room in there for 50, so I put a few extra perches in, realised that we needed them so the chickens didn't sit down on the mesh at the bottom, and then all of the chicken poop goes out underneath by night, and then we move it in the morning and it's all leaves behind a nice layer of chicken poop which will fertilise the ground. So at the moment we've only got the one net, and the boys seem to be moving that one every couple of days. It takes them about 10 minutes I think, doesn't take long, but they've got to move them one post at a time, whereas I suppose if we had two they could just put one up, but probably wouldn't save a lot of time. Okay, egg collection. This is 1 day of eggs. So that's one side and the other. Looking good. Okay, how many we got?
44.
44 eggs, that's pretty good. Especially since yesterday was a big storm, we had an inch of rain. Okay, so the boys are going out on Friday night around the village. They've already got enough orders, I think, for... How many orders you got, boys?
12?
12, how many? 12 dozen?
Yeah, 12 and a half dozen.
12 and a half dozen already. It's first night out going to deliver.